for tuning into Famously Local Podcast. Local, not local, but famous around these parts. On this podcast, we inspire, transpire, and keep you in the know. And I have the privilege of having our special guest today, Mr. Jim Schalberg. And he is with Auto Rental Solutions. But I'm going to allow him to tell you more about himself. But first, I want to thank him for coming out. Thanks so much, Jim.
You're very welcome.
Let me tell you guys how we met, and then he's going to fill in all the additional blanks that we're needing this information for. So I met him through a mutual friend at church. The church is called New Covenant Church of Rock Hill. And so I'm going to give a shameless plug just in case you're looking for a church home. This will be the one. Okay, we
Absolutely.
are non-denominated, and the people there, it's just a beautiful atmosphere. So Google that also. All right, so I met him through a mutual friend. Jim is also an elder at the church.
I'm the younger, actually.
And let me share this with you guys. You're going to laugh and have different, moments, because if Jim was a professional comedian, I promise you I would be the first one front and center. He makes us laugh all the time.
Well, thank you.
And that's needed in this day.
No
Yes,
kidding.
yes. Now, Jim is a serial entrepreneur. He has a lot of hands in the fire, so hats in the fire. And so I'm going to let Jim go ahead and tell you a little bit about himself. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you. Angela said that I was famous. Is that what you said?
That's right.
Famous. Well, I'm famous in my own mind, at least. But yeah, we have a company called Auto Rental Solutions, and we are we work nationwide with auto rental companies around the country, and the small mom and pops, say 500 cars or less, and it's been a real whirlwind for 20 some years now.
Oh, wow. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Well, on today's podcast, we are going to focus on Jim's special ministry fellowship that he has called Ironmen. And so I had the privilege of receiving an email in regards to Ironmen, but to go in detail and for him to tell you more about it, I'm going to let him do the explanation. So take it away, Jim.
Thank you. Ironmen. First of all, you can tell we're not written on. But it is named after the song, Iron Sharpens Iron, as one man sharpens another. When I first got here, about 15 years ago, I met a fellow named Tip Frank. And Tip and a couple of other folks had been doing the Ironmen meetings twice a month for a couple of years. I did not have a church home. And candidly, Ironmen became my church. I was learning more about the Bible, more about Christ and the Lord. Just getting together with like-minded men on Saturdays twice a month.
Wow.
And I never even thought I would have to have a church home because I was getting so much out of Ironmen. Ironmen is designed to help men become better brothers, better fathers, better husbands, and hopefully better sons. Not to mention all the other stuff that we do. We get together, we start at 7:30 in the morning, and right now we're meeting at the Little Cafe on Cherry.
That's in
Rock Hill. And we have been getting, now you got to understand, this is a 21, 22-year-old program. 21 or 22 years to get a bunch of men to get together and talk about the Lord on a Saturday morning at 7:30.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's major.
And the amazing thing is, now we have to be out at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Not 9:01. We have to be out at 9 o'clock because everybody has their Saturday morning honeydews that we got to do. Okay?
That's right.
So that's basically who we are. And we've done several studies with videos and so on. It has just been I don't want to say a blast, but a blessing.
I bet it is. I bet it is. And I'm sure that they love coming out, just to have the time to commingle, fellowship. That's right. To
It
fellowship.
is. And the neat thing is we've had several youngsters that have come through the program. My own grandson started going there when he was 6.
Wow.
And now he's a lance corporal in the Marines, so
Yeah.
we did something right.
You did a whole lot right.
And we've got other young men that have been in there since they were 5 to 7 years old, and they come in with their dads and their grandfathers. And this past Saturday we had 21 or 22 fellas
Wow.
that all came in, and we have breakfast together.
Yeah.
We make fun of each other.
They're coming from anywhere.
Oh yes,
All
they come
over.
from all over the area.
Wow.
And we have breakfast, and notice I said breakfast twice. And we have the fellowship for a few minutes, make fun of each other,
Yeah.
and then we study.
That's good stuff.
It is good stuff.
Really good stuff. So that was one of my questions. Is there an age range for the for you all to get together?
We have right now. There's let's see, I think 6 is the youngest kid that's coming in, and we've got fellas in their 80s.
Oh, that's good.
And we've got vets, we've got Marines, we've got Navy personnel, we've got National Guard.
Oh, I love it.
It's just a bunch of guys who love their country and love the Lord.
I love it. I love it. And so, Jim, how often again you said you meet?
Right now we meet on the 1st and 3rd Saturday of every month. Now we're the month of May is the last for this year, this semester.
Okay.
And then we get together like once or twice during the summer, only so we don't forget who each other is. And after all, we get another breakfast. But we'll take it up again in September.
Okay, so I have a really good question for you, Jim.
Yes.
So because we women, I know you have to cut the meeting off to go do the honey-do list.
Absolutely.
So we as women want to go in the men's cave. So I want to know, can the women come out to the Ironman?
Do we have to talk to them?
Oh my God.
Yeah. We have had ladies come and wives come and young girls have joined us from time to time.
What's been their response?
They don't say anything.
Yeah.
I think we intimidate them. But they also participate.
That's good.
But typically it's men don't get together. Okay? Men might get together one-on-one for maybe a drink, but men don't get together.
This is true.
Women can.
Yeah.
There's something in your makeup that we can talk all day, and
Yeah.
it's like when I talk to my son on the phone. Hi, how you doing? I'm good. Okay.
One
And how you doing, Dad? I'm good.
Yeah.
And then my wife says, so what'd he say? He's good. That's how guys talk.
Yeah, I thought it was me, but I see it's a man thing. Okay. So now, Jim, I'm asking you a serious question.
Yes.
How do you think that it impacts the community?
The beautiful thing about it is to watch 20, 21 guys praising. We got a guy who brings in his guitar and he sings.
Yeah.
And we're in a restaurant, and unabashed, we're all singing,
Yeah.
and we're singing hymns or whatever song that he wants to do. We've got another father and son that come in, and they do a song or two.
Wow.
We have a young man who is in our church at New Covenant, who comes in and he does his thing with a little keyboard.
Oh, okay.
And you know him as McCablin.
McCablin. Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
McCablin is awesome.
he is a piece of work. Yes.
Yeah, he is. I love him so.
Oh yeah.
And McCablin, you guys, he's also a part of New Covenant Church of Rock Hill.
Yes, he is.
Another plug, shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless plugs are good.
And so, because I know you guys get together and you do this meet and greet and
Yes.
you fellowship. Do you do outreaches? This also involves outreaches.
We actually have not, other than reaching out to get other men to join us.
This is good.
Because there's a lot of men out there that are unchurched.
Okay.
And that's what we're finding. We're finding men that are unchurched, that they're intimidated by just walking into a church and say, oh, I'd like to try you.
Mm-hmm.
They're not intimidated to come and have breakfast with a bunch of fellas.
Uh-huh.
And we have several fellas that are unchurched that are no longer unchurched.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is good stuff.
We're bringing people, it's just amazing. And candidly,
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of those guys that thought Psalms was spelled wrong. and sorry, but I really did. I said, do they know that it's got a P in front?
Yeah.
And I've learned so much personally
Yeah.
about the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
and so much about Jesus and what kind of a man he was.
Yeah.
And the comical thing about this whole thing is, if he were around, I'd love to hang out with him. I think he'd be great to have fun with.
Yeah, I would love for him to go deeper on those parables that,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the man for it.
Yeah.
And so, Jim, is there anything that you want to expound more about on today? And it doesn't necessarily have to be about Ironman. It could just be something that you're dealing with, in your heart.
I'm very concerned about our country,
Yeah.
as most Christians are.
Mm-hmm.
We are, how shall I say, we are becoming a minority without even realizing it.
Yeah.
And we've lost a lot of our focus. And that's one of the things that we try with Ironmen,
Mm-hmm.
is to say, why is this country where we are today?
Yeah.
What have we lost? And we try to find a way, even with our own little corner of the world, with our 20-some guys,
Yeah.
to just, we have no quarrel with saying the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Yeah.
And I know that frightens a lot of people, but I don't get it.
I tell you though, Jim, it seems like now people's moral barometer is way off.
It's broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's broken.
So a lot is needed this time, and definitely prayer.
And read the word.
That's right. That's right. And thanks for expounding on that too, Jim. But I want to
welcome.
Congratulate you on all of your successes, and definitely this ministry that you have, with Ironman. And so you said, when's the next meeting for Ironman?
Our next meeting is I think it's the 6th of May.
Okay.
At Little Cafe on Cherry Road.
Mm-hmm.
And we should give a shout out to the stalwart work that Tip Frank has done. Tip has been there since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
He's held it together even when I was ready to throw in a towel. And he's kept us going strong, and he's a man of faith, and he keeps us focused.
That's great.
Which is so funny, because if it's 5 to 9, he gives us a heads up. It's 5 to 9. You got to be out of here in 5 minutes.
Wow. Jim, I want to thank you for that. And I'm having like a quick pause here, you guys, but we will be right back. Hold one moment for me.
And we're back.
Thank you guys so much for being patient with us. We had a little technical difficulty there. Well, I had a little technical difficulty there, but no worries. And so, Jim, I want you to give them the media platform. How can they get in contact with you?
All you got to do is contact me at my job. Just call me at 803-753-7071. And tell us that, or tell me that you would like to find out about the next meeting and sign up for our newsletter. We send out our newsletter and a reminder about each meeting that's coming up. We're not as computer savvy as we should be. I'd love to say, go look at our website. Yeah, we don't have one.
That's okay. It's all right. Thank God for that the telephone number is still valid.
They still work today.
So I want to confirm, Jim, that was 803-753-7371?
7071.
Okay, excellent. Well, Jim, I cannot thank you enough for coming out and just sharing your experience with us and letting the world know about Ironmen, because and that's one of my favorite scriptures about iron sharpening iron.
Iron sharpens iron.
And we are our brother's keepers. So thank you so much for that.
Angela, thank you, and thanks for the good work that you do as well.
I appreciate you, Jim. God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you.